Other than cost, what do patients find to be the worst thing about getting a hair transplant? Either during surgery or after surgery, and how can a patient go about avoiding those?
Sure. I think the biggest concern I see for my patients is they really come in, and this is usually with patients that have not had a procedure done before, is they're really under this impression they're going to have this tremendous amount of downtime. I hear it all the time. Guys think, oh, I thought I was going to have to stay laid up in the house for 2 weeks. And that's just not the case, particularly when we're doing the process with the type of closures we do and the type of anesthesia we use. The patients heal up very quickly. Typically, patients will say that they get a little bit of swelling in their forehead the first couple of days, and that has to be managed. But really, most patients are back to their normal routine. Within 4 or 5 days, you can't even tell anything's been done. So I find that to be the norm, but I think it's the fear that they're going to be laid up, they're going to look like Quasimodo, and that's just not the case. That doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, actually, I'm really looking forward to the next couple of days, just being able to relax,
Sure.
actually. So, to give you an idea, Dr. McGrath is saying, yeah, being incapacitated for days. It's just not the case. I'm not going to have my surgery done in, probably an hour from now, and I just got off the phone with a business associate of mine. He was like, oh, are you going to be able to talk later today? I was like, oh yeah, no problem. I get done with the surgery at 3:30, so I'll call you at like 4 and we'll chat.
Yeah.
So I mean, you really, there's other than maybe the first night, afterwards, right? That's, but other than that, you're pretty much able to do, once the, once the blood clots basically,
Yeah.
and you get scabbed, then you're good to go for the most part.
I tell my patients, really the only restriction I put on you with surgery is that I tell them no exercising or heavy lifting until, if there are sutures, until sutures come out. And that's really the only restriction. So it's really not a bad process at all.